Hello again, YouTubers, on with SpongeBob 101 back here again on the SpongeBob channel with part 37 of our SpongeBob Adventures in a Jam playthrough. If you missed out any previous part, of course, the link to the playlist is in the iCards on the top right and in the description box below. So, we are back here in the Lost in Couch zone, and we are going to be going through quite a bit in this video. It's going to be a 26-minute video. And of course, I always do voiceovers after I'm done recording the footage. Sometimes I really wonder if it's more efficient that way or not, but the good thing is I get to record footage while I'm on the go, and yeah, that's convenient in that sense. Okay, so anyways, I digress here. So we are still on the hunt for Patrick's wallet, and his instructions are to go over to the cushion or to the couch jungle, which is strange because why is there a jungle in a couch? So we have this very cool entrance. Patrick, do you think it's safe? Yes? No? I don't know. It looks pretty soft at least. Soft what? Maybe you should get ready to defend yourself. Oh yeah. You mean like pointy sticks and such? What is this, like a medieval riot or something? See what you can find to protect yourself. I see buttons and string and some old gum. Perfect. Gather up all you can. There is old gum in your couch? Why does he even put the gum in there? Like, throw it away, man. Probably. It gets weird in the couch sometimes. Okay, so we have another quest complete. Patrick's instructions done. And it's time to make our way through the cushion jungle. Okay, so it was cushion jungle. I said couch jungle earlier. My bad. But yeah, so this game honestly is just a lot of basically the only what I would call gameplay mechanic in this game is generally just clearing obstacles. I feel like that is really the main thing you're doing in this game, and I'm pretty sure almost everyone, if not everyone, would agree with that. But I do, as I said in the previous video, I really am pretty impressed with this kind of event. I'm not sure if this kind of event is going to be a common occurrence because we are still just a month out or a month into the worldwide release. Remember, it released late September 2023 and we are approaching the end of October 2023. So the game is almost reaching its first month anniversary. Day 12, daily reward. We've got some random stuff as usual back here in Bikini Bottom. And the reason is because I want to complete some quests, or not. I mean, if we can complete any quests, if there are. I am super close to level 22, so let's see if we can complete an order and try to move on. So let me quickly collect these corn. And yeah, all right, so let's finish one of these or fulfill one of these orders. And is that enough? No, okay, so not enough. We had to do one more, so let's do one more. And the plus point of Lost in Couch, a lot of raw materials. Awesome. Okay, so now it is finally time to level up. Level 22. There we go. We have one or access to one more jellyfish, another arcade, and a small Bikini Bottom house. 50 energy, 600 coins. So again, I have basically on almost every video now, I think, there's always one person, at least one person, who asks why my energy capacity is at 82. Okay, and if you are watching this right now, please don't comment the same thing because I'm going to give you the answer once. And honestly, I'm tired of responding to comments like that just because I've responded to so many of that and it's kind of inconsequential at this point. The answer is they used to give you energy capacity upgrades every time you leveled up until the worldwide release happened. So it was until version 1.5 or 1.6, something like that. So yeah, that is the reason. They used to let you do that, but now they don't let you do that anymore. So I'm not sure what the thinking behind that was, what the reasoning was for that, but I always found it really strange. Why would you remove that? The whole point is to incentivize players to play more, right? So having an energy capacity upgrade is a really good incentive to, want to level up. And as of right now, honestly, leveling up doesn't really do much because, I mean, you do get a couple rewards, which are really inconsequential, like 600 coins that you saw just now. I mean, seriously, I can earn 600 coins just by fulfilling one order. So I think the energy capacity upgrades were basically the most important reason why you want to level up. And the fact that they removed that before the worldwide release is really a bummer. I really hope the developers take that into consideration. If anyone from Will App is watching, please, like, it's necessary, okay? Having an energy capacity of 50 is really quite unreasonable to say the least. So anyways, back to what we're doing here. We have to collect some gum, and I mean, it's kind of weird that we have to do that, but we have to make a party banner using gum and these random pennant cloths thingies. So yeah, very interesting why there is a jungle in a couch. I mean, SpongeBob literally mentions that. And there are trees growing in there. So, well, sometimes you just gotta not ask questions, right? But the fact that there are so many different biomes in this single zone, it really makes me quite impressed. So as I said, going back to what I said earlier about how often this kind of thing is going to happen, I'm guessing maybe a quarterly kind of thing. Because, I mean, at this point, if the developers were really able to create zones left, right, center, I think we would have seen an expansion to the story mode by now. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, the story mode consists of 10 zones as of the recording of this video. In chapter 1, which is the main plot line, how Plankton causes the whole jam-pocalypse. And in part 2, which follows on from chapter 1, essentially, in chapter 2. So, of course, it's pretty hard to progress through chapter 2 because of all the obstacles and the cost required to remove them. But at the same time, I think if you had been grinding this game basically for the 6 to... I think it was available in January, actually, in certain jurisdictions or in certain countries. So I only started playing this in March, and then the worldwide release happened in September. So if they could have made this world, I suspect that we do have a chapter 3 already almost done. At least it has to be in the works. And in terms of that, of course, it's going to be hard to get to that. I don't expect it any other way, because the whole point is to make you want to spend real money on the energy and the gems. But in terms of these like event zones, could we see more of that based on certain occasions? Of course, we have Halloween approaching, and the fact that we just got this zone makes me feel like we're not going to get a Halloween zone. I could be wrong, I'm recording this voiceover October 22nd, but if we do get a Halloween zone, that will be pretty surprising. What I do think we will get in December is a holiday-themed zone. And I think we do have enough leeway for the developers to, work out the zone, think of all the various plot lines and quests. So maybe that's a possibility, but I think Halloween, very unlikely. The most we're likely to get is a Halloween-themed quest line in Bikini Bottom itself. And I'm really curious to see what the developers do with that, because personally, I can't think of anything you want to do in Bikini Bottom. You can actually see what we actually get to do in Bikini Bottom in terms of the quest. It's always like, oh, make this amount of things from this place, or harvest a certain amount of things, So it's not really plot heavy in Bikini Bottom, which again goes back to the point of having a event exclusive zone. I feel like as the first launch, maybe they had this Lost in Couch zone prepared way back when. But I feel like the fact that we are so close to Halloween, I remember, back in SpongeBob Moves In, the 2 main events of the year, or 3 actually, Valentine's Day, Halloween, and Christmas. Like those 3 special periods of time were really like super hype in the game, because they gave you a new loading screen, you know? You had all sorts of decorations that were event exclusive, and of course with Halloween and Christmas specifically, they also had an event exclusive, like I'm not sure how you call it, like map, I would say. Like, you know, you build Bikini Bottom, and Bikini Bottom is completely decked out like in spooky or snowy environment. So yeah, I think that was really, really cool. And to get this so close to Halloween, again, kind of suggests that we're not going to get a Halloween zone, which is a bummer. But hey, you know, we always have next year, and that's always something to look forward to. But as I said, holiday zone, probably quite likely based on what we have here, based on the timeline. Ooh, dust bunnies. Okay, so let's see. It's a little dark in here, Patrick. It is. Did you bring a flashlight? I mean, it's not dark for us. I want to say yes, but the answer is no. Well, proceed with caution. I'm picking up dust bunny activity. Aw, they sound like cute little cuties. Are they? They're cute, but savage. Savagely cute. Okay, you need to create a distraction and get away from them. Okie dokie then. Get ready for one giant dust bunny distraction. I was gonna say bust dunny. Yeah, Aboriginal habits quest complete. Aboriginal needs some thread. We need to create some mock dust bunnies, and we had to go over there. So let's start clearing again. And if you notice why I'm talking about random other stuff, it's because I'm trying to add value to the gameplay here. It's really just clearing stuff. I've already said basically all the points I want to say about Lost and Couch in the previous two videos, including clear as much stuff as you can before the event ends for you. We have 14 days in total to be in this zone, to go into Lost and Couch. And those 14 days are really valuable because even if you haven't noticed, I'm pretty sure every one of you have noticed, but if you haven't noticed, the cost to remove these obstacles is super low. And you still get basically the same amount of materials you would have gotten if you remove something in the storyline zones. So if you're in need of materials, or if you don't need the materials right now, just go and clear the stuff in Lost and Couch and stock up on the materials, because man, it is satisfying to have something to remove between like 6 and 11 energy each. So yeah, a lot of basically all the raw materials you need for anything in the game is available here. So yeah, make sure you go spend your energy, stop doing the story mode, don't even think about clearing the whole map in Atlantis or Glove World. No, just come to Lost and Couch if you still have it active, clear everything out here because it's way more worth it. And okay, I'm just gonna repeat one more thing. Oh, we have dialogue though, so never mind. Say, I think I see a giant ball of yarn, Patrick. That is a very random ball of yarn. That might just be the thing, SpongeBob. Yes, I can fashion a decoy dust bunny. And I can use this old gum to hold it all together. Brilliant, I had a feeling that gum would come in handy one day. It's weird that you thought that. Yeah, why does Patrick even think of things like that? But even weirder that you were right. Okay, and we also have another at reward TV over here, so that's great. So we have Dust Bunny, and we need yarn. So let's go get some yarn over there, and we are out of energy. So now that we are recharged, let's go get it proper. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Before I was distracted by the yarn dialogue, I was gonna say the clearing of stuff in zones. Some of you actually commented on previous videos, a few of the earlier ones, whether it was a good idea to clear out the entire zone before moving on, with the knowledge that you wouldn't be able to backtrack into the specific zone after you leave it permanently. And my answer to that is no, don't bother. Unless you really, really need the materials. But with Lost and Couch, that kind of it doesn't matter, right? Because you can just come here, come over to Lost and Couch if you have access to it, and stock up on the materials. And you never have to worry about clearing out any other zone and wasting your energy on those. And you can, once the Lost in Couch event is over, pretty much you can just focus on the story mode with your energy. I'm of course assuming that you are not paying to play this game. If you are, it doesn't really matter, right? If you are paying to speed up the process of this game, then you would just continue paying. But if you are free to play, of course, Lost in Couch is a perfect place to stock up on all of these awesome materials that you will probably need in the future. Event exclusive materials like yarn, for example, it's going to be time limited, so it doesn't really matter you don't have to stock up on those. What you do have to stock up on are the other materials, the kelp, the coral, the anemone flowers, the chum, and so on, the wood, right? So yeah, those are the things that you focus on and not the event exclusive ones, unless you really need the event exclusive stuff in order to complete the event quest, which I'm doing right now. Okay, so those are my points about the SpongeBob Adventures in the Jam event thing. For now, let's complete this quest. There we go. And next quest, create a bunny distraction. So what are we gonna do here? We have a throne, huge dust bunny. That bunny is actually quite cute, I have to say. Oh, and we even have the staff. It worked, Patrick. The dust bunny seems smitten by their new queen. A fake one, of course, but interesting. Nice work, SpongeBob. Good thing you hung on to that old gum. Ew, I wouldn't... Anyways, I'm never throwing gum away again. You should get moving before they realize that giant dust bunny isn't real. Oh, are dust bunnies that smart? Nobody has ever lasted long enough to find out, so probably we shouldn't try, right? Yikes, I think I'll keep moving along. Ooh, Man Ray. This foolish fool keeps thwarting my plans. That makes him not foolish, doesn't he? I am sure he'll meet his match in my next villainous scheme. I can't wait to spring it on him. That's hilarious if you know what's about to happen. So I know what's about to happen, and it's not hilarious, by the way. Just spoilers. Yeah, I know. It's not a big spoiler, but Dangerous Bunny, quest complete. So when he says springing away, it's not really funny, but yeah, the villain. Let's keep moving along this corridor of random fog. You know, I was always thinking, like, what alternative would they have had in order to block out stuff ahead of you, aside from fog? And I was thinking of mist, but it's basically the same thing. So, or clouds, but it doesn't make sense if you are underwater. Like, how can you have like clouds there? So, turns out fog is pretty effective at doing its job, and I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So yeah, let's continue with the fog. Yeah, I'm really not sure what else we could replace it with. So yeah, you know, it's perfectly fine as it is. Although I would say, because of the layout of the zones, you know, it does look a little bit repetitive. Like, for example, this corridor, I know the textures are reused throughout the zone, but still, you know, can't ask for too much, okay? Yeah, so you need some paper clips as usual to cut down the gum door. One thing I noticed is that there are a lot of these toothpaste tubes that we never use. It's not a harvestable item. It's not an obstacle either. It's just like for decorative purposes. Same thing with a lot of the other things like the pizza. Wait, was the pizza removable? I just realized we haven't seen the pizza slices for quite a long while now. So yeah, anyways, yeah, we've got combs, we've got watches, we've got coins. Yeah, so there are coins that you'll see further on in this zone. Now another reason why I decided to make this video a longer one is because it turns out that this map is not the only map of this event. We have another one. Spoiler alert, late of course. But yeah, if you don't already know, there are two zones in this Lost in Couch area. This zone actually does make sense because you are in the couch. The second zone, it doesn't make much sense because you are in, spoiler alert, now I've done it properly, in Patrick's drawers. So yeah, you go in his drawers, which is strange. Day 13 daily reward as usual. We've got some random stuff. And let's keep moving here. But yeah, so map number 2 in this event is part of Patrick's drawers. You get to see all sorts of stuff from his clothes. One thing I realized, Patrick doesn't wear like shirts a lot. Usually it's just his flower patterned shorts. So I don't know why he has so much of those. We've got all sorts of different kind of things in his drawers as well, which, you know, at first I didn't think too much about it. But after giving it a little bit more thought, and you'll see what I mean in part 38, because we won't be able to get to that just right in this video, because it's going to be super long. It's kind of far away from now. But yeah, we have all sorts of different random things in there. We collected our pancakes here, which means perfect breakfast is another quest that is complete. Prepare weenie hut cupcake. We need one more of that, so let's make one more. And what else here? The mozzarella sticks. No, we can't do that. Pineapple smoothie. Can we do that? Is that unlocked already? No, 1800. Okay, so we need 1800 exploration points. We are still quite far away from that, even though we're at 1729. It's hard to get exploration points without the events, you know? So, yeah. Back to the couch. Let's continue removing these obstacles and getting to our destination. Also, one more point about the Halloween things. If you're watching this before the Halloween event of 2023, you notice that the profile photos have this spooky background now. There are 2 special Halloween profile pictures, one for SpongeBob and one for Patrick. I'm not sure as of right now how you unlock it, but I assume that you'll be receiving it as a reward for the Halloween event that will probably be coming in the next week. The villain quest complete. Or we should get some news. I mean, even this Lost in Couch event was announced on a Friday, and it only showed up for me on a Monday, the following Monday. So I'm not sure whether the releases are staggered, because the developers never really said specifically. So I assume they were, or they just delayed it and didn't notify anyone. But it's fine, you know, I'm perfectly fine waiting for this. Okay, so we have Crystal Dave here, who's somehow in Patrick's couch as well. Why are they even here, is the question. We haven't gotten a backstory for Crystal Dave, so I really don't know why they even are here, aside from the fact that they are just the hippies in the Krusty Krab soup, or they were trying to be hippies in the soup, right? But aside from that, we don't know why they are even here, or why they even run that shack thing, Help nature quest complete. I lost my thought in terms of what's that? Was it an RV? I don't know, that moving cabin thing. Okay, let's keep moving here. Ooh, cutscene time. Is it? Yay, finally. Where are you now, SpongeBob? I was gonna say Patrick. Welcome to the Field of Springs. Who the heck was that? Yeah, Patrick doesn't know he's there. Only celebrated newsman Perch Perkins. Why is he in my couch? He's working on a very important investigative report. In my couch? I'm on the trail of nefarious villain Man Ray. In my couch. His nefariousness knows no boundaries, and it looks like he made a mess of these springs. I might have to shove them back into the couch to get past. Okay, SpongeBob, but be careful. I'm curious as to why Patrick is so cautious here. Careful is my middle name. I know that isn't true. Yeah, it isn't true, by the way. He just says it for, you know, saying's sake. So we now have to punch in those springs, and we need to get some band-aids, literally. So let's keep clearing some of these obstacles here. Now you notice I've been basically just watching more of the ads at a single time in order to have more energy in each clip to put together. So yeah, we've got, they call it the boards, but they're basically band-aids, right? Like, yeah, they're band-aids. So why is it called a board? They should have just called it a band-aid. Or maybe band-aid is a copyrighted term, so they couldn't use band-aid. But yeah, it is a plaster, essentially. Okie dokie. So we got that. and we can paste it on the springs and push it down. We got a yo-yo there. So 2 more to go. All right, let's keep going. I think I'm actually gonna just stop at this point. So yeah, make sure to subscribe, like, and in part 30, we'll actually get to that second map that I was talking about inside Patrick's drawers. So do stay tuned for that. More SpongeBob content coming real soon to the channel. I've got a couple of real world recorded videos to post as well. So do stay tuned for that coming up real soon. Till then, bye.